Hi, my name's Holly. I just started selling Jamberry Nails. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of it, but they come in sheets like this, and you can get 2 to 3 applications with them, whether it be fingers, nails, combination. I did this one with my toes, and I have several left. So they're good for fingers. They'll last up to 2 weeks. For toes, 6 weeks. So I even put them on my 6-year-old. She loves them. She loves going through the book. But here's some I did today. The zebras, lime green zebra. I didn't do my pinky because I was going to show you just some things that I had already saw in a bunch of other videos that the lady I signed under, my friend had showed me. So I just thought it'd be good for my people to see me do it with my name on it instead of somebody else's. But it's really simple. Your most important thing is you really need to get your like an alcohol wipe. I just had these from when I have my child from the umbilical cord cleaning, so I had tons of these. But alcohol, fingernail polish remover, and clean your nail, because you just got to get the oils off. It doesn't stick. I mean, everyone has oils on their hands. We all know that. So and make sure you push your cuticles back just like they do at a salon. So you push your cuticles back with whatever you have. I didn't have one of these until I got my kit. I just had something that I don't even know the real name for it, but it was with one of those manicure kits that everyone always gets for Christmas. But just push them back a little bit, no big deal. I used a basic file before I got my kit, because my selling kit, but this is what came in my kit. So I just use this, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think it matters. So you just buff it just a little bit after, you make sure your nail is the desired length and curve that you want. Mine were already fine because I took them off just to show you this. So yeah, so I mean, it's barely buffed at all. And here's some that I have left over. So you find the one that fits best. So I'm going to pick this one because it's the next to the last one. And I like to cut off half of it like that. I don't know if you can see. And I try to hold it where I cut it and not on this curved edge, because that's where it's obviously going to adhere to my finger, and there's oils on my hand. So again, you try to keep the oils off it as much as possible. So, and I save those pieces for my daughter, my toes, because your toes are tiny. So the scraps can always be used. So I just try not to touch them if I don't have to. You do need a blow dryer or some type of heating element. Whether some people have those little personal tiny heating fans if you're already into doing your nails real good. You can heat your nail real quick, or this just until it's real pliable. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let me turn it on real quick. It starts to bend and just gets real flimsy, so it's just... And I saw on another video, I don't remember the lady's name, but she heated her finger. I don't know that it helps, but if it works, it works. So, and then you just place it however, I don't know. Make sure it covers the edges, because obviously you're not going to want something on your hand if it's not going to cover the edges, because you want it to look like a salon without paying the salon price. So I push it down, and then you have this little extra. So I just take scissors, any scissors. I like my curved ones for my sewing, so I just use those, but any scissors, and just trim. Doesn't have to be pretty, because you're gonna file it off eventually. Just trim that a little bit, because that's trash. And a trick that I love and saw on a video is using a baggie, and it helps because there's pressure and heat. That's what makes it stick. They're not stickers. I mean, they do resemble that, so I can see what people call them, stickers. But they stay on. They don't scratch. I'm rough. I got 3 kids. I'm pretty rough with them. They got sports. They just don't mess up. So, but anyhow, here's the trick: is you put your finger in a baggie and you kind of pull it back. So just so it's snug like that. And then you turn on your blow dryer. And oh, Lord have mercy. And then you just heat it for a little bit. So it's getting that constant pressure and heat at the same time. I don't know, just until you feel it's good. I don't know, a couple seconds. I couldn't do it as long on my daughter because obviously she's 6 and doesn't like something touching her. And so now it's stuck. You can tell. I mean, make sure there's no ripples. I've seen some people that they said their customers, it was really ripply. It should not be ripply at all. I did these as a beginner, so I mean, they should not be ripply. They should be smooth. It should look like a professional. So the baggy trick, the lady that started doing this was amazing because that's really awesome. It just makes it solid pressure all the way around, curves to your nail. So, but obviously the extra, because you didn't cut it pretty, because who cares? You should file in a downward motion, not like this, because obviously you don't want to scratch your shield, because it's solid. It kind of looks like, the best way I can explain it, it's kind of like one of those thick tablecloths, the thick plastic tablecloths. But you just file in downward motion, so it kind of curves under. It looks that professional look. And yeah, it's done, it's clean. But I do have a little bit on my skin over here because I didn't use the tiniest one because I already knew my nail is a little bit wider, but just barely. So this one's just a little too big. And you just take scissors because it will stick to your nail, but it's not going to stick to your skin. So you need to cut that, just trim it. It's helpful to use tiny scissors, which, I mean, I had a ton in my house, so I would think most people do, but just cut it off the skin and push it down with your pusher or whatever you have, you know, that you use for your cuticles. Just make sure it's smooth. If you want, I like to make sure because I want my bad boys to last. Heat it again, maybe. So, and that's it. That's my full set. I just did the pinky for you, but my Facebook page has photos of them. I try to do photos so people can see that I'm not a nail person. I don't do finger polish. How I would do finger polish is I would paint it even on my skin, and when I showered, I would scratch it off. Like, I'm not talented like some of my friends that can do that, but this is super easy for me and they last. I've had my toes for about a week and a half and they still look like they did on day 1. And I mean, I got a pregnancy belly going on, so if I can do it at 6 months pregnant, anyone can. So, but they're really nice. I love them. So they have, I think there's like 250 different designs. I love them, and there's ones for causes, breast cancer, the Pay It Forward Foundation, autism, which is awesome. They donate to those causes. Your patriotic ones, which I'm about to get next. But I love these. I recommend them. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to help, or there's other Jamberry ladies out there that would love to help. But this is just how I put them on, and they're super easy. So I hope it helped you out knowing how to apply them so you don't get an oopsie, because they're super easy. They really are, and they last. So, I mean, I do dishes. They don't scuff. They don't chip. So after you've wore them, I don't know, it took my other ones a little over a week. I could tell that the ends were just like getting a little rough because, like I said, I mean, we're always running, whether it be dance, soccer, we're always going somewhere. Just, again, downward motion, not like this, but just down, and they're like new again. So, and you can put them on acrylics. I have not tried that because I don't have the time to go to a salon to get acrylics put on. So this is good for me for that professional look. But ladies rave about them. So I highly recommend them. So the biggest tip is heat, and make sure the oils. Try not to touch them. You know, touch where you're not going to need it, and make sure you clean, whether it be with fingernail polish remover or an alcohol wipe, whatever. But enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.